You shout it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking.
Any enlarged or magnified items will be taken care of for you prior to testing. The only visual cues allowed during testing are reminders to stay on task and remain focused. While scribing, please know the content. The scribe should be someone who knows the student's accent and vocabulary. The student must indicate punctuation. For example, they say, "The cat ran, period." In this case, you can capitalize the next word. Otherwise, the student must say what words he or she wants capitalized. Remember, no other student should be able to hear the student dictating. If pre-writing is involved with graphic organizers, the same rules apply for scribing. Jordan, how would you bake a cake?
First, mix the cake mix.
While scribing, you may not edit or alter student work in any way. Record what the student is saying word for word. Allow the student to review and edit what was written. Even this scriber is making an error here by adding periods and capitalization when the student has not indicated to do so. Is this what you would like me to write?
Yes.
Do you want to change anything? While scribing, acceptable parameters include asking a student if they are finished or if they want to add information, and responding to procedural questions like what page. Unacceptable parameters are giving content-specific instructions or answering content questions and telling students if their answer is right or wrong. When students respond directly on the test book, the examiner should transfer responses to the Scantron after the test is complete. This accommodation requires the examiner to watch for proper placement of answers on the Scantron. If any spelling, grammar, or reading devices talk, students will need headphones. Visual organizers can include writing guides like slant boards, graph paper, scratch paper, line guides, and highlighters. All of these items will be given to the proctor prior to testing. Spelling and grammar devices include word prediction software, dictionaries, pocket spell checkers, and also bilingual dictionaries. Any graphic organizers used for writing must be generic with no labels, cues, or instructions. Extended time must be given in one continuous block of time. Students may not be told to close the book after the standard session and continue later. If a student is not able to do this, the multiple test session accommodation should be added to their IEP. Attention, Murray Hill. This concludes testing for today. Please head to your first period class. During MSA testing, additional time will be given as needed. If a student receives scribe, verbatim reading, or other accommodations that may distract others, they should be tested in a separate environment. If a student refuses testing accommodations, alert the test proctor, who will alert the testing administrator. At Tuesday's meeting, during verbatim reading, allow the student to suggest the pace and use even inflection. You may not clarify or elaborate. The children in our city's public schools to wear school uniforms.
Uniforms make life easier.
Additionally, you should read test items word for word and be familiar with content vocabulary. For verbatim reading of selected sections, follow the same guidelines for verbatim reading of the entire text, but allow the student to indicate which sections he or she would like read.